This is how karma actually works. It's all about cause and effect, which I'm sure you've heard before. This isn't the first time you understand that karma is simply the universal law of cause and effect. But I really want to drive home this point that karma is not about judgment or deserving or not deserving something happening, right? There's no moralistic framework to karma. It is simply the process of cause and effect, like the law of gravity. Every action has an equal or opposite reaction. This is karma. Now, to human beings, we add a moralistic framework or filter. Let's say filter is a better way of putting it. We put a moral filter over karma, saying, you did this good thing, so you deserve this good thing. You did this bad thing, you deserve this bad thing, right? But in reality, it's simply, you do this thing, and this thing leads to that. And positive things, things that are sustainable, healthy from our limited egoic perception, goes with other positive things that are sustainable, right? Supportive of life. And then bad things, negative things that are unsustainable, destructive, insular, contracting, as opposed to expanding of the positive, but contracting in the negative, they go with other negative things. Like goes with like is also a concept that is closely linked to karma, okay? Karma is created unconsciously, whether it is good or bad. Meaning, the more unconsciously that you live life, the more you are not directly experiencing everything that is happening, the more limited your awareness is, the more karma you create as a human being. So as human beings, because we have the choice to be conscious, we have the option, we can create karma, okay? It's not the same for animals and plants, which are inherently unconscious beings who lack the ability to choose. They lack that conscious self-awareness, the capacity for it, except for a certain small set of animals that actually do. And they're usually pets or animals associated closely with humans that can have a somewhat limited form of self-consciousness, self-awareness. So karma is created unconsciously, whether it's good karma or bad karma, which leads to the cycle of reincarnation. So this is very, very important. Karma makes complete sense only if you believe in reincarnation. Because then it fills in the gap of why do good things happen to bad people and why do bad things happen to good people, which is simply explained by the fact that you're looking at it from a limited lens. So if you're looking at karma only functioning within one single lifetime, meaning they've been a piece of shit their entire life, and yet all these good things are happening to them. I'm sure there's a couple people that just popped into your mind. I'm sure there's one particular person in 2025 that popped into a lot of your minds when I just said that. This one person or these people are doing all these bad things, and yet it seems like they're getting away with it. And then you see other people come into this world and it is difficult. It is hard. And they didn't really, from our perception, our limited perception in this incarnation that they're living, do not understand why they're going through so much hardship and troubles. But if you believe in everything that goes around comes around, the law of cause and effect, you realize that that karmic cycle started earlier, whether it's a good karmic cycle or bad. If you're a quote unquote bad person who's selfish, conniving, takes from people, harms people all the time, but yet all these objectively good things happen to you, these positive things, all that means is that you're just burning off good karma that you created in a past incarnation. And the same could be said for the opposite of somebody who appears to be innocent in this incarnation, but is going through a lot of hardship because they're burning off a lot of their bad karma. Let me put it to you another way. People talk about the concept of hell a lot, or that people should suffer for a long time. Let's imagine a random person who harms children. And we believe in karma. I'm not going to go into specific details because I'm already in dangerous territory. But let's just say this person who harms children reincarnates as a child. What may happen? Who knows? From your limited perspective, looking at this perpetrator, you think, I want them to rot in hell forever or suffer forever. Well, really think about what that means, because they might reincarnate as a child or another person who suffers. And from that limited perspective in that incarnation, you're like, why are they going through all of these negative things? Well, because you have to believe in past lives, which I do. You may not. But karma then doesn't really make a lot of sense because we see so many instances of bad things happening to good people and good things happening to bad people. Finally, to burn off karma consciously, because we do it unconsciously just by living. If you created bad karma through lying, harming, selfishness, you get the point, negative actions, and you've created negative karma that needs to be burned off, then you will just live lifetimes of suffering until you burn it off. Or you can speed up the process through awareness, understanding, and forgiveness, becoming aware of your past misdeeds, understanding them, bringing your awareness to them consciously to experience what you did wrong and understand why you did what you did and how to avoid doing that again, and learning how to forgive yourself and other people, making amends. Ironically enough, the more that you are able to forgive other people for their transgressions, the more you're able to forgive yourself for your transgressions. I know, it can be difficult, but that forgiveness mechanism is one and the same. You can't forgive everybody else and not forgive yourself, and you can't forgive yourself and not forgive everybody else. It's a bidirectional process, okay? To really drive home this point that karma is simply cause and effect, a universal law pretty much identical to gravity. A rock falls down off a cliff. Would you say that the rock deserves to fall because the wind blew it or maybe somebody pushed it? Would you say what goes around comes around to that rock who fell? Or would you say, of course, the rock fell? There's a cliff. It fell over. Gravity. Yeah, if I jump up, do I deserve to come down? Perhaps you can perceive it that way, or you could just say, oh yeah, gravity is, you go up, is gonna go down. That's karma. So it's superfluous, unnecessary, excessive to add a moralistic filter to something like good or bad karma. The universe will take care of it. The universe is an equalizing, infinite, but also balancing force. What goes around always will come around. And you can do this process, burning off your karma, consciously through awareness, understanding, forgiveness, or you can do it unconsciously, which just feels fated. Like, why is my life so hard? I don't know why. And you feel like life is happening to you because you're burning off bad karma from a past incarnation or from actions that you didn't even realize were creating bad karma at the time. How many times do we do things, cause harm to others, lie, cheat, steal without even knowing it? Believe it or not. Okay? Finally, I'll give you a quote from Sadhguru, who writes an entire book about karma, which just Karma Sadhguru, you can get it on Amazon if you'd like. He goes into it. He more equates karma to obviously cause and effect, but also memory. But the core concept of karma, fully taking responsibility for this concept, is realizing that you have fate and conscious ability to create your reality. Karma simply means we have created the blueprint for our lives. It means we're the makers of our own fate. Fully embracing karma can be difficult. It can be difficult to accept and take responsibility for the suffering in our lives. especially if we went through immense suffering at a young age, and coming to terms with the fact that perhaps this is linked to past incarnations where we didn't act the best way. I have a past incarnation that involves evil acts and negative actions where I created a lot of bad karma. And I've had to burn it off over lifetimes. I don't know the details. Ayahuasca told me, but neither here nor there. I've come to terms with the fact that, hey, whether in this incarnation or the next, I have created the circumstances that have unfolded in this life, and I'm here to learn from my past misdeeds and learn from the karmic events of my life. And you are too, if you're willing to accept that responsibility. Now, if you want to have a step-by-step guide or process to become aware of your karma, understand it, integrate it, and forgive yourself, I've created a transformation guide. You can get the link down below, which is a step-by-step guide that involves working with your past bad karma to burn it off consciously, to speed up the process and make it less painful, and giving you more free will and autonomy in the process of burning through your karma. I appreciate your time. Cheers.